Hello, happy
Hi.
Tuesday!
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
It's
welcome,
Travel Talk
welcome.
Live Tuesday.
Travel Talk Live. Welcome to the Global Institute for Travel Entrepreneurs Facebook fan page. I am Vanessa McGovern.
I'm Meredith Hill.
And we're your co-hosts
Woohoo!
for Travel Talk Live. We've been doing it now for several weeks, and we are
Actually,
months now.
yeah.
Right? It's really fun. We're having fun. We hope you're having fun watching us. And we're, inspired and focused on just delivering really
Maybe
great
you
content.
even put this time in your calendar
Oh my
on a
gosh.
regular basis.
I feel like we've made it if that's what people are doing. Actually, if you're doing that, drop us a comment in the thread and let us
definitely
know
tell us
if
that you're doing that.
Have that reserved in your calendar. So this is a show that we do for the general travel industry community at large. It's not specific to gift membership, and the reason why we do it is because we just come across such great success stories and content, and we've curated a lot of content, and we are business coaches for travel professionals, and so we've really got our finger on the pulse of what it takes to be successful, right?
Exactly.
In today's digital age and in today's new sort of travel agent landscape.
Yep.
So today we've got a really good topic.
We have an awesome topic.
I mean, come on, we always have a good topic. But today's a really, really good topic because it's a conversation that needs to be had probably pretty regularly. And a lot of people early
a
lot of people aspire to be among this group of people that we're going to give a shout out to also. So we're really excited to sort of to share a little bit about that. So first of all, if you're new to Travel Talk Live, we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment in this thread. If you're not new, leave a comment in this thread. Let us know where you're listening in from. Give a like, give a love.
If you've decided to stop being a lurker and being a commenter,
yes, we love that
comment
too.
that you're transitioning from lurker status to commenter status.
We only take up 30 minutes of your time on Tuesday. Yep. And our mission, as we say every week, is to energize, or we like to bring the joy back, because sometimes we get lost in the weeds and we forget that it's supposed to be fun.
It is supposed
work
to
in the
be
travel
fun.
industry.
There's nothing serious going on.
No, nothing too serious. So we like to energize, we like to entertain, and of course we like to educate. That's our primary goal. So I think we're ready to get started.
Yeah,
on the
let's
shout
do it.
Out.
Let's do it.
All
well,
right,
I think we have to
do the honors.
Yeah. So the shout out today has to do with what the theme is going to be. So the shout out today is to all of our Diamond Mastermind members. You know who you are.
Past and present.
Past and present.
Right.
Absolutely. We have a fantastic group this year, and we have never not had a fantastic group.
It's true. It really is. Our Diamond Mastermind program is a fusion of group and private coaching. It's our highest level program at Gift, and there is a start and a stop to it. So we invite, it is by invite only. We do the invitations around January, February, and then the program starts on March 1st and it ends on December 31st. And over the course of that period, you come in for a half day meeting in person
with all three of us.
With all three of us.
That would be Jen.
Jen is our third person. She's not on Travel Talk Live.
We do know how to count, by the way.
We do. There is a third person. And you have unlimited coaching calls and unlimited email access, and just the camaraderie in the community and the support among the agents in the group in Diamond always is unparalleled. And then, of course, when you're in Diamond, you also get access to the other group coaching program that we have that's a little bit larger, and it's a lower price point than Diamond. Diamond is currently, as it stands today in 2018, is a $10,000 investment, and then you also get access to the Travel Entrepreneur Success Academy. So we share specific dollar amounts with you for a reason, right? Because it is part of what we're going to talk about today.
It has everything to
really
do with our topic
acknowledge
today.
All of our Diamond members, past and present, that have made the investment into the Diamond program, right?
Yep,
and
for sure.
A shout out to you, Meredith, because I mean, you've been doing the Diamond Mastermind program since before even Gift formed as Gift.
True.
Right? You led your first mastermind.
Those of you that remember Safari to Success days.
You did. A mastermind.
I had Diamond Masterminds back then.
You really did.
Yeah.
And the foundation of what Gift has grown into.
And Richard D'Ambrosio recently did an article all about masterminds.
Yes, he did. Yes.
And Travel
Market Report.
Travel Market
Report with Richard did that article. And you have been in your own. You've engaged and
I
participated and
participated.
invested in mastermind programs, which
Yeah.
is largely about what inspired you to bring that model to the travel industry.
Exactly. Yes.
Also,
Yes.
and you yourself have invested heavily in mastermind programs.
Yeah.
Give our audience a sense, sorry to like put you on the spot here, of
Gosh, I
like
don't know if
what
I
kind
remember.
of dollar amount is a mastermind program outside of the industry?
Outside of the industry,
Yeah.
ours is very reasonable, very reasonably
Yes.
priced. I would say that with a high level coach, a mastermind run by a very high level coach that is a master at whatever it is that you're trying to do. They have had that success. They are higher up on that success path than you are, which is good. That's what you want. You want someone who has
Right.
had the kind of success that you're looking to achieve. They're going to be at least $20,000, often as much as 50.
Right.
And I know programs that were $100,000.
I do too. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
It's very common.
very, very common.
It's not common in our industry,
No.
but it's very common amongst other industries to have a business coach and to invest in programs like a mastermind program. And in Gift, we have
And
one.
for it
It's
to
the
run
Diamond.
anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 as an investment
So
for the year.
why
for 1 year.
are we talking about this?
Why are we talking about this?
So shout out to our diamonds that have
Yes.
invested. Right.
So we're talking about this because our theme for today's Travel Talk Live is putting skin in the game. That is our business tip for today, is putting skin in the game. And there's so many practical reasons why you put skin in the game. Number one reason why you put skin in the game is because once you do, it takes your focus, right? You can't treat this like a hobby anymore once you put skin in the game. There was a Harvard study done years ago, but they studied the response to avoiding losing $1 versus earning $1. And what do you think the results were? It was something like 80%. People were 80% or 80% of the people would go through far more effort to avoid losing $1 than they would to go and earn $1.
Yeah.
So if you want your business to be successful, putting skin in the game is one of the best first steps you can do because it's going to cause you to focus. It's going to cause you to commit.
Yeah.
It's going to cause you to, what that, what's his face saying that he says, when you're interested, you do what's convenient. When you're committed, you do whatever it takes. And so there's a sense of ensuring your success
And the
when you
dollar
put
amount
skin in the game.
could be different for everybody too,
Right.
Because we've come across people that have invested $10,000 and still aren't. Nah. And is it because of the program? No, it's because for them that actually wasn't a lot of money.
Exactly.
They probably needed
That's
to
very
spend
true.
more.
That's put more skin in the
yeah,
game.
to put
Yeah.
more skin in the game.
That's a really
there
good
are
point.
others where putting $1,000, you could for some people $1,000 is plenty skin in the game,
Right.
And that's okay. So we're not telling you go spend $50,000 to be successful as a business owner, but there is a different threshold. But we're also saying, in the opposite end of this, and why this came up for us when we were deciding what to talk about today, is that we see travel business owners enter into this industry, and you can't wait to get your hands on every and anything that's free. And all you want to do is do the free webinars and the free training and the free certifications, and you want to go to the hotel where this really discounted training is, but you want to stay at the hotel that's down the street because it's a better rate, and it's super
Oh my God,
inconvenient,
yes.
and it's just everything's on the cheap and everything is free.
And
And
if there's something to purchase, no, thank you.
No, that's too,
I don't need it.
Yeah.
Or I don't have enough money right now.
Yeah.
I can't afford
Right.
it. Same
that's
thing
the
on the travel
problem.
agent training side, on our host agency side.
Yeah.
We see that all the time.
Yeah.
I want to learn how to be a successful travel agent,
Yeah.
but I'm not willing
But
to
I'm good with-
pay for that program.
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'll just go
Yeah.
with X host and pay the $300 yearly
Right.
fee. Did anybody ever sell $1 million in travel in their first year or have wild amount of success like immediately, like right out of the gate, and be able to make this a viable career, please tell me who you are after you just spent $300 on a yearly hosting fee because you thought you could just get by with a 70-30 commission split and like a fee like that, and you'll get everything you need. That's okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not okay.
It's not.
It's really not. And that's what perpetuates hobbyists. And we
Absolutely.
have a preponderance of that in our industry. And we're personally very passionate about ensuring that more people in our industry take this
have
seriously.
a thriving business and have a sustainable business.
Thrive,
right?
thrive.
A business
So,
that's thriving and a business that's
stop going on
sustainable.
the
And
cheap.
what does sustainable mean? It means you're making money year after year after year, so you can continue
Yes.
to do this, so
Yes.
you continue to pay yourself
Yeah.
and rationalize why you're doing what
And
you're doing.
are you making money? So then the question is, well, did you pay yourself a salary?
That's number one question.
No. And then look at your tax returns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you'll know where you fall in the spectrum.
Yes.
So,
it's very black and white.
You know, it's just, I know it's a sensitive subject. I honor that. I get it.
So the first thing I want to address
Yes.
is those of you that say, but I can't afford it.
Right.
I
Big-
can't
big one,
afford
right?
to pay $10,000 for a Diamond Mastermind program.
I just paid off my credit card, Meredith. I'm not going to
Right.
put, $1,000 on my credit card to invest
or
in some
I have to
product.
wait to get the business.
Oh,
so
that's
I
a big
can...
one. That's a big one. When I sell that trip,
Yes.
then I'll invest in that program.
Right. So
What's wrong with that?
Well, the business tip is you have to look at it. This is a very practical tip. When we are talking about putting skin in the game, we're talking about putting skin in the game into something that is going to get you farther along than where you are right now. That's going to help you get results, right? So
Right.
that could be skin in the game in hiring someone.
Right.
That could be skin in the game in hiring a coach. That could be skin in the game in investing in a program
Yep.
that you get virtually or online. That could be skin in the game in attending an industry event. But no matter what,
Yeah, it's
no
so many
matter
different
what,
things.
you can't look at it as an expense. It's not an expense. It is not an expense. It is an investment in your business because you are looking at it as something that will help you get results. It's an investment. So that's one of your biggest, it is a mindset shift, but it's a very
Yeah,
practical
it's a good
one.
reframe.
It's a it's a good reframe. So
Yeah.
that when you are if you have an opportunity to invest and put skin in the game, another good example is, investing in a booth at a
Consumer
expensive show.
Food and wine festival, Or,
That's an investment. It's not an expense.
or you're a romance travel expert and you want to plan honeymoons, but you live in a very rural area in North America where you don't have access to high-end clients. So investing in a Facebook ads program to help you learn the ins and outs of using a technology like Facebook Power Editor so that you can target high-end brides in certain geographic areas to be able to plan the over-the-water bungalows because you can't get it geographically, you need to get it digitally. That's a good investment.
Yeah, for sure.
How can you say no to that? If that's going to be the path to getting the $30,000 honeymoon and you're somewhere and the bride is some high-end network zip code in Texas, they can find you through Facebook. But you got to invest, you got to learn, you got to teach yourself that tool.
Yeah.
And you're not going to learn how to master that through free Facebook ad webinars. No
Yeah.
way, Jose. That's
Yeah.
not how that
Yeah.
works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
it means
so
something different for everybody.
putting skin in the game is really, really important. I think it also begs a conversation, which I don't think we have time for here, but I just want to plant the seed.
Maybe a future show.
Yeah, exactly. It begs the conversation of, okay, if Meredith, I get it, I hear what you're saying, but how do I know what I want results on, right? Well, that means you have to be doing your numbers,
Yeah.
and you got to take your head out of the sand and commit to doing your numbers, looking at your numbers year in, year out, even every single quarter. So that's a whole nother conversation.
And being clear on what your specialty
And
is,
being
right?
clear on
Because-
and your financial goals and
Right.
your financial projections.
Because
Being
we
clear on that.
do see travel professionals putting skin in the game, but they're actually throwing money at the problem because they're looking for a silver bullet.
Exactly. That's a really good point.
Right? And
Yes.
there's a very
big distinction between
yeah,
the two.
yeah.
Yes. All right. So I think at this point, let's shift to the mindset tip,
Okay.
which is
Good idea.
very much related. And I think the mindset shift is let's look at those people who are the ones that are, give me every free webinar. I'm going to sign up for that and this and that and that. Oh, I'm going to go do this, and or getting the hotel down the road on the cheap because it's less expensive. All of those people, that's fine and dandy, but universally, a universal law is you get what you give. And so if that's your way of being, you're actually going to attract people as clients who behave in the same way. And is that what you want for clients?
You might want to repeat that. That was a big one. Let's say that one more time.
So if that is how you are putting yourself out there, and how you do anything is how you do everything.
How you do anything
So
is
if
how
you're
you do
that
everything.
person, and just acknowledge it. There's nothing wrong with being that person. I just want you to see the cause and effect of being that person. If you're the person who's in this, watching these lives, but didn't want to invest in gift membership, or sign up for Travel Entrepreneurship Week to get all the great content that we offer for free, but didn't want to pay to get more, or the kind of person who will go to a travel industry event only if you're getting sponsored, right? So you don't have to pay for your hotel room.
Right.
And quite honestly, you're the person that goes to, the discount store and, gets really, really excited about the big deal that you get.
She's talking about me. Because
And
I
comes
love
home
shopping at
and
TJ
brags
Maxx.
to people. Oh my God, but I only paid $9.99 for this.
It's true. I am that person.
But that's because how you do anything is how you do everything. If you are that person, what I want you to acknowledge and hear right now is you get what you give. So if you're putting that out there and behaving in that way, you're going to attract that kind of person to you as a client. And I doubt that that's the kind of client you want. So if you want to up-level the clients with whom you attract, you need to up-level yourself first. And how do you up-level? By behaving differently, but also thinking differently.
One time I had a difficult conversation with a gift member on a strategy call, and luckily this person had been engaged in the community for a couple of years, and through that experience, I remember this person had come into gift, left gift, came into gift, left gift, bought the blueprint, asked for a refund, and it was just wishy-washy constantly. And then I remember one time she won a call or something, I don't know, I remember how we got on the phone, and she was like really frustrated because clients would be interested and then they would disappear.
Right.
And she kept explaining scenarios, and all I kept hearing in my head was, but that's exactly how you showed up for gift.
Right.
So that's kind of how your clients are showing up for you. And I actually had the to tell her that, and I did it in the most loving, respectful way I could, and she heard me, and she was like quiet for several seconds after that. I was like, you are describing exactly how you've interacted with us over the years. So she's
on the buying end.
She's getting clients on how she's a client.
Yep.
She's our client.
Exactly.
So ask yourself, like, how are clients,
do
price
you want,
shopping you?
Right.
Because are you price shopping somebody else for something not related to your business, like your car or whatever, right? Or are clients not valuing you? Are you not valuing other service professionals that you used?
Are you
previously?
cynical? Do you assume the worst?
And then
and people,
your clients are doing
everyone's
assume the
trying to
worst.
trick you. If you go around being that way, you're going to attract people who are that way too. There was something else I was going to add to that, but now I can't remember.
It's a hard topic for people to. I mean, it's because then you get married at people
I think
are going to say
important is that
it's hard.
Don't take this as a criticism.
Right.
If you
it's just
can acknowledge that you've been that way, that's all we're asking you to do, because
Not all the time.
There is a solution.
Yes.
And the solution is to stop being that way. And how do you stop being that way? By taking yourself seriously and deciding, let's think about like a service that you pay for. Don't you want to buy it from the person who's invested in themselves rather than the person who went on the cheap?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially a service that, don't you want to attract clients that see their vacation as an investment. And that's why they're willing to spend more on it, because they value how important that vacation is. So if you value how important your business is and the service that you're providing to people, so much so that you're willing to invest in it so that you can be better at it, you're going to start attracting people who value their vacation and are willing to invest in their vacation.
So what about the gift members that we hear all the time? And this is the clients that we come into interaction with all the time that say, but Meredith, I hear what you're saying. I agree with everything you're saying. But the reality is I can't invest $1,000 in what I have nothing right now to invest, because I promised my husband that I would sell before I invested. We hear that a lot.
Yeah.
So, but there could be other examples. Like, I don't have money to invest. What do you say?
I say you're just looking at it wrong, and you're observing the absence of something that you want, and that's a condition that's going to then generate fear or frustration or overwhelm. And instead of observing that absence of what you want, start focusing on what you do want. Spend a little less time focusing on what is and what you got, and spend a little more time focusing on what you want. And if you want a successful business, wake up in the morning and decide, you know what? I'm going to play that record in my head. I'm a successful business owner. It feels a lot better than the not so successful business owner record that most of us play, that comes straight from observing the absence of clients.
They have a very bad case of what is itis.
What is itis? Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So
meaning you're observing
basically, that's the answer to your question. If you are sitting there saying, I do want to invest, I get it, I'm with you, but I can't afford it, then my response back to, I would like to, what is it? Not when you prescribe, but when you tell someone what their condition is.
Diagnose.
Thank you. I would like to diagnose you with what is itis.
Yes, what is itis? And the
and that's good to know. Yeah, the prescription is you can't like turn the leaf tomorrow, of not having what is itis tomorrow. But there is definitely a spectrum, and you begin to get on the spectrum of getting away from what is itis by deciding to spend more time focusing on what you want. The reason why we want anything in our life, whether it's great clients and a successful business that's thriving to pay yourself a salary, or great relationships with our clients, the reason why you want anything in your life is because of the feeling you will have when you get that thing. Odds are you're not going to have a $1 million business tomorrow if you're selling $100,000 this year, right? Odds are you can't have that big of the physical thing tomorrow. But what you can do within the next few minutes is feel the feeling that you want to have anyway when you do achieve that. And that's your inner power. That's where all your power lies. Is your ability to feel the way you want to feel when you have what you want to have.
And when you get into that state, and I know this because Meredith teaches all of us this emotional fitness, if you will, on a regular basis. I am definitely on the receiving end of this advice on a regular basis. So I can share with you from personal experience that once you find a way to get yourself into that state, the ideas flow naturally as to what you're going to do next. So here's a practical...
Oh, wait. I have one more thing to add.
Go ahead.
Okay, because I want to go back to what you said.
And if you're loving this, go ahead and put a like and a love and leave a comment here for us.
I want to go back to what you said about the person who's like, okay,
I don't have it.
I want to do this, but I can't afford it. There's absolutely no way. I could not buy a program tomorrow. I could not invest in a Diamond Mastermind program tomorrow. What do I do? And what I want to say is this awareness right now is awesome because it's causing you to be more clear on a desire. And that is part of our human nature you're never going to stop wanting more.
Right.
You're always going to want more. It's like telling the tree in your backyard, stop growing. You can't tell your tree to stop growing.
Always expanding.
It's always going to grow.
Stop judging yourself.
So wanting more is just part of your expansion process. So what's really good about that situation that she just put on the table, I want to invest in my business, is now you have clarity on a desire. That's really, really good to have clarity on the desire. Enjoy that clarity.
Right.
Don't worry about the how yet.
See how it
and
shows
most
up.
of us, what we do is we jump immediately to the how. We observe the absence of the how. And like you just said, you shoot yourself in the foot because the condition that caused you to have the clarity on the desire is actually the exact same condition that's preventing you from realizing it.
That's deep. It is, right? Am I right?
Did you get that? Amanda, did you get that?
Yes.
So what do? You got to take your attention off of the
Go for a
absence. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Plain
it could
as
be
that.
as simple as that.
Yes.
Go
Yeah.
for a walk. Take your attention off of the absence of the condition and put your attention on the feeling of when you have the condition.
I love it.
Yeah.
So it's such good mindset advice. I want to circle back to another
Yeah,
practical
sure. Let's do
example
that.
that can
Yeah.
parlay right
Yes.
into mindset too. So there's a lot of travel professionals that, whether they're new or experienced, but they choose a host based on cheap fees. Or they're hosting here because with this host agency they'll get 15% and then they host here.
Yeah.
You know, can you do that as an independent contractor? Of course you can. You can do
Absolutely.
whatever you want.
It's
You're
legal.
an IC. Is that a good business practice? No.
No.
Think about if you're double hosting and hopping around and trying to like maximize, think about what that means
I think it's great that
energetically.
you did this. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Think about what does that mean energetically?
Well, energetically, you're diluting your energy.
Well, number one, right?
It
and do
becomes
you
chaotic,
want clients
right?
that
If you're diluting your energy, you're
book their
becoming
air
chaotic.
here and book
exactly.
their,
exactly.
this there,
Do you want
you know?
clients who are doing the same thing with their travel advisor?
The answer to that is no. So, and then in terms of host too, we see travel agents that pick hosts not because they're the right home for them or they'll thrive in that environment, but it's a low hosting fee, or they sacrifice a commission split
Yeah.
because they, right now they'll just go ahead and sign up for 70/30, but then they get stuck in that situation. They don't want to make that leap, but they are selling, but they're not in a host where they can actually move into a higher commission split. What do we say to that mindset and practically?
Right. It's the same thing. Do you want to attract clients who are like, oh, I'm okay with the interior cabin. It really won't bother me too much.
It will. It will bother you. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you want to attract people who are willing to step outside their comfort zone, don't you? Yes, you want people who are
You
like,
got to get outside your comfort zone
Yes.
too as a business owner. If you've got a group strategy and plan, or you've got luxury affluent clients and you're going to hit a certain figure, you need to be with a host that your commission split is amicable for you at 90/10 or up to 100%.
Yes,
and
for
you need
sure.
to be making those decisions before you make those sales, which means you have to feel that success ahead of time. You can't wait until you've made that sale. As Michelle Woodson will tell you from her experience, that she wanted to fall off her chair. It was very painful when she paid. She shared this, right? During Travel Entrepreneurship Week, when she was on a 70/30 commission split with her first group, and her host didn't help her secure that group. It doesn't matter, and how much money she had to pay out in a commission split had she had made that decision before.
right.
Anyway, so that's a very practical example, but you're not making those decisions.
It was.
because
I
of
want to say it was
mindset
a
leads.
$30,000 commission
Ugh.
total.
But
And
10
her
had to
host
go.
collected $9,000 of that, or 10.
Yeah.
$10,000 of that $30,000.
So make good business decisions, and a lot of that reason why you're not making those decisions is because you're stuck.
So here's
right?
an awesome analogy for what she's saying is when let's say you decide to plan a party. It's a New Year's Eve party and you have all these friends. So you send out, 75 invites. Do you wait for everyone to show up, to go to the store, run to the store, decide, okay, now I need this many cases of beer, this much wine, this much food? You don't wait until they are there to decide how much you actually supply. You assume you're going to have, and let's just say there's no such thing as RSVPs. You just guess. I sent out 75 invites. I'll probably have 50 people here, right? You plan for 50 people. You buy enough food for 50 people. You have enough wine for 50 people. You have enough beer for 50 people. And you get the place all ready for 50 people to be there. You don't
Yes.
wait until they show up. So
Yes.
it's the same thing
I love
with
it.
if you know where your business is going and it's going to be a success and
Mm-hmm.
you want it to be a success, you got to start acting as if now.
Yeah, and part of that is investing in yourself and investing in your business. And I love that party analogy. And in terms of that party analogy, think about if for some reason there's something completely out of your control and 5 or so people could not make it at the last minute, totally out of your control. You did not have anything to do with that. So you have all this leftover food and wine. Do you stare at the food and the wine and start getting angry at yourself that there's extra food and wine left? Like, you don't know, so stop judging.
Yeah.
Then send a bottle of wine home with your favorite friends.
Right.
And wrap up some food and send it home and give abundance and spread it out.
Yeah.
Like, don't judge that you've got, if that's your problem, then that's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
But at least you're in that problem as opposed to not having enough.
Nothing for the 75 people that do show up.
Right, exactly. I love that analogy. So if this episode resonated for you and you are ready to make an investment in your business, we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about the Diamond Mastermind program. Obviously, we gave a shout out to all of our Diamond members, past and present. A big shout out to you again. The Diamond program is not available.
It's not available
right now because we're in the middle of it. But you know what is available is private coaching.
Yes.
So we do have slots for the fall. We do have slots for our private coaching. So if that's something that interests you and you do want to invest and you want us as business coaches to help you, just go ahead and shoot us an email.
Guide you.
Yeah.
Help you with your mindset.
Exactly.
Coach
Info
you, guide you,
at,
advise you.
Yeah. Just email us. info@travelbusinessu.com. If we're friends on Facebook, you're welcome to send me a direct message or email me directly. Let's just have a conversation and see if that's right for you. You can also check out our signature product, Make Money Selling Travel Blueprint. There are solutions for you within
for sure.
Gift. There's solutions for you outside of Gift. So maybe there's something that you were thinking about investing in. Maybe go ahead and look at that again and see if it matches with your business goals and if it's aligned with what your with your target market and what your business objectives are. And don't be scared because it's not what is it that you said? It's not debt, it's an expense.
It was the other way around. It's not an expense, it's an investment.
It's an investment.
Yes.
And you are business owners. So make that investment, take inspired action, and watch the magic happen.
And watch it happen.
Yes. So thanks everybody
Thank you,
for watching
everyone.
Travel Talk Live. Drop a comment in the thread about your nuggets that you got from this. Reach out to us if we can be of service to you in any way. Thanks for another great episode.